I need 2. Hey, Billy, I didn't see you before. What's up, Billy? Restart that line. Welcome back. Thanks, Lassus. 2, appreciate it. I don't mind talking right now since I have 5 people here. Actually, more like 3 people here. Old workbench just slid. Well, that's not odd. A lot of people do that. I get a lot of complaints about people who say I should just saw it, but it's actually more likely you're going to make a mistake rip sawing from that direction, you know. And so unless you're really good with a rip saw by hand, and I'm not bad, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's just a kind of a. It's I want to call it like the Nordic tradition of building. A lot of times things are done like the shape is cut, rip cut, and then chiseled away. The waste is pared away. That little piece of blowout too, you can see on the camera there. Yeah, I know a lot of hand saws. I get a lot of that in here, and I used to do them that way as well. I did cut through my finger one time, rip cutting a dovetail though. Almost cut it all the way off. Appreciate you, Laxus. We got a new friend tonight. That's always a good reason. We got to have a good reason to live stream. Literally different strokes for different folks, right? Because it's actually a different stroke. I'm sure Bearded Viking or someone like that is on right now. That's why I'm not getting any use with. That's all right. We just got to keep going forward. I mean, I didn't flip through the lives right now. I don't usually do that, but there's usually a reason. I did look at my data for Wednesday, though. Since we're here, we can have a little meeting. I was kind of surprised to see that Wednesday is not considered a hot day for us anymore, according to the data. I'll send you a screenshot. But I was doubting it today. I had a feeling. I was like, nah, Wednesday's a good day, right? So I just went forward with it. It's kind of weird for us to like cut our schedule and say like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That's weird. You want to make it memorable, right? But we'll have to consider that because we don't want to be on here with nobody up in there. It's not the way we want to roll. We might not even make this public. Get exclusive content, Laxus. Exclusive content. That's actually, you're right, Laxus. I will say myself, that is a pretty straight up there. This is a nice straight grain piece of wood too. I don't know if y'all noticed that. This particular stud right here, cheap. It's just a 2x4. It's really a nice piece of wood. Don't want any curvature. I want a straight angle there. Well, this is actually, I think this is Douglas fir, but yeah, it's in the same family. So it kind of looks curved in the camera image there. Wow, look at that. I did just knock a whole piece of blowout there. Yeah, that is one problem. It's over dried. And the whole purpose of this channel is to use readily available materials to make, decent furniture. This will have to be on the top side. I need the flat side on the bottom. I'm not going to close it up. Of course, that could probably be glued back on that piece of wood. Right there. All right. I'll show you how to do that real quick. Oh no, my ADHD kicking in. From the Dad's Workshop, folks, where we destroy the dovetail. That's all right. More people tune in to see that, so just got to make more mistakes. Welcome to Dad's Workshop. Seems to be brittle from the end grain. I don't know. James, welcome. Chat, give James a big welcome to Dad's Workshop. Appreciate you, Chat. Volatile, man. This live streaming thing. I'm trying to find your center here. Makes me think videos, videos, videos now. You know, live streaming was the way through the door. It's actually a nice piece of wood that was drastically overdried. Yeah, nah, you're right. It's not. I don't care. Some nights go like this nowadays. You know, this whole strip of wood right here. See, the straight grain will make you think that this wood is better, but they dried it too much. There's no moisture left in it. Or it could be out here. It's got drier. More of it blowing out there. I don't even know how it's possible to have 4 people in here. They got me. They're gonna try to leave out. I'm gonna let it out. About to get me start reading the chat and sit here, working smart. I gotta get this stuff done anyway. Yeah, I don't know why it's. I think it has to do with the heat. The heat may have actually dried this out in this garage worse than it was because right now it's like a kiln out here. But I agree. I picked this wood because I pick each board. Like I picked this wood because it has a straight, even grain and no knots. Well, only a few knots. I don't see any knots offhand. That's pretty good for a 2x4 to find knot-free wood. I'm picky about it, but when I got my last bundle, the yard was like no picking, so they wouldn't let me pick through the stack. You know, I was like, well, the problem with that is, man, I'm trying to turn this stuff into actual furniture, and I know that he's like, well, this isn't furniture grade lumber, and I was like, yeah, that's my thing, kind of. You know, I take construction lumber and make furniture out of it. Yeah, I mean, these are nice and straight. Not a problem. I sighted them too. Like, that's the basic thing, the sighting part. I know. See, they were like, well, and then the guy stood there with me and sighted down boards, and I'm like, well, you're wanting me to take this barky stuff, and you're willing to sight it down with me, but you don't want me picking. This is the first time I ever heard that. I've been to this lumber yard a half a dozen times, never been told that. And then this guy told me that. Tries to sell me some cherry plywood too at the end of the thing because I'm a nice guy. I'm Minnesota nice, I'm nice to everyone. That's how they cross me, like really cross me, So, but sometimes down here, Minnesota nice is not what people are accustomed to. I mean, I think I'm still gonna get some decent rungs out of these. Put that aside. Now, all two of you, I'm gonna move the camera around, and I got some Morrisons I got to cut here, so we'll bear with me while we have. Yeah, this was not a Lowe's where I got these. It's not a Home Depot either. I do sometimes go to Lowe's and see if I can find anything, but no, this is actually a lumber yard building supply place. Still crazy over here. You can probably see it there. Sorry, chat. That's what happens when the heat's stifling. Yeah, no, I figured that out. Sorry, folks. Uh, Not that I don't think it mattered a little bit, but yeah, I gotta turn around and fill my water cup, folks. I'll be back in a second. chat. I gotta fill this water up. It's smoking hot out here. DAB will be RB and then SEC. Oh, 26 in here when I'm not even here. What kind of mess is that? How's that? Raja, welcome. Thank you, Raja. Thanks for being here. Probably. I don't have a wick cutter. You have to have like a certain wick cutter. Yeah, there are wood wick candles. They're only popular with some people. I like them. You know. Sorry, my phone. Daniel, friend of the program. Daniel Gandara, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here, Daniel. We will be back tomorrow at 5:30. That's the scheduled time, barring any sort of calamities, unseen scenarios. I think I got it screwed down and it's not. Chardonnay, I do not think it's going to be just as hot tomorrow with no wind. All right, y'all. I think I'm over this. I'm gonna do like Quest does it and just roll out. Yeah, there's no, I mean, there's too much moisture in the air. It's so hot though, Lax. This is actually wood kiln temperature. It doesn't even matter the relative humidity. Wood is bleeding moisture at this temperature. 90 degrees, wood is losing moisture no matter what the relative humidity is. It doesn't matter. If it's down to its ambient moisture level, wood is losing moisture in 85, 90 degrees. It does not matter if it's 60% humidity. You can fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure I know that. That's one I've learned. That's why we can kiln dry wood in just a shed down here. You know. I'm gonna carve this other side. I'm gonna wrap it up for the night, guys. This is learning experience. Cut that slightly at an angle there. Just wanted to correct that, but I'll cut that shoulder down again. Yeah. So at a certain point, it's the heat. Um, in terms of its interaction with wood, the heat um, trumps the humidity, for lack of a better term. It doesn't matter how humid it is. Like right now, it's probably 65 to 70% relative humidity here. It's ridiculous at 90 degrees. But if you were to take wet wood, that is green wood that you just harvested, a tree trunk, and put it in these temperatures without seal coating the ends or something like that, your wood would pop, snap, sunburst, let all kinds of uh, checks in the wood. It'll be horrible. I mean, I can guarantee you. You almost have to have air conditioning in a kiln in this kind of temperature. It'll dry too fast, especially if the bark's off of it. You got to keep the bark on there. That shoulder straight right there. I'm cooking leftovers tonight, Shar. I made like fajita chicken yesterday and vegetables and rice, and so that's what we're gonna eat tonight. Yup. I want to do something before we roll out. Thank you, Laxus. You made it worth it, Laxus, too, to be here today when otherwise it probably wouldn't have been because we made a new friend, and I always think that that makes a live stream worth it. So thank you for being here and interacting in the chat. We appreciate you. Hopefully you'll be back again. It is good, Char. I'm a decent cook. I even have cooking videos, believe it or not. I've tried it all. Oh, appreciate that, man. That means a lot. That might actually that turns a kind of hot sour day to me into a much more positive thing, man. You made my day. You know. Let's screen test something real quick. I'm going to pull out my sharpening tools, and I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to start sharpening stuff. Okay. I just want to see how this does at any given time during a slow. This is a slow window here, so let's see what we can do. So are my kids, probably. You know. Take. Oh, he does. He does. It is a beast. I love this chisel. Well, I abuse these tools. I mean, I use them a lot. I don't know that I abuse them. Probably before I knew how to use them right, I abused them. Kind of like as soon as we went to sharpening, it was 4x. Did you notice that? I picked the biggest chisel too because I had noticed that makes a difference. That's great, man. Melon pig. I think it's melon pip. Sorry. Ooh. That's why I should keep my reading glasses on. Melon Pip. Yeah, I did not mean that as a joke. We like pigs here. We're a pig friendly place. Oh yeah. Love this whetstone. But there's a lot of strop on it right now. A lot of schmutz. And I know I'm not supposed to dress it that much, but I use it a lot. So let me dress it. Let's see what that does. Yep. I'm off a little generous with the oil there. I didn't mean to do that. Night, Dad. Is about to become the day, Dad. Oh, whoa. Have you heard that song? Night, Dad. Oh, they like that. Is about to become the day, Dad. Parody, I'm allowed to do that. Copyright post. I know I got perfect pitch and all that, but if you sharpen it, they will come. Is that what this is? No. Got to use the tools I sharpen, you know? I do, Melon. I have the greatest mods. I have no doubt that this channel will succeed, if not strictly because of my awesome mods. And I have other ones too, but these two are the best. Try to find any channel that's got mods like that on YouTube. Get those burrs off. You got to strop it. You got to strop it. Oh, that's great, Mel. Thank you for subbing. Appreciate you being here. Interesting how that worked. I'll switch to the small chisel. I'm not going to lie to you. My tools are already super sharp, razor sharp. I'll split a hair in half. Day, Dad is about to become. Oh no, it's night, Dad is about to become the day, Dad. Charnay said, Melon, where are you from if you don't mind my asking? You don't have to tell them where you live or anything like that. Just kind of like what region. Oh, great. Yeah. Um, we're on the east coast of the U.S., but I'll let Chardonnay answer that. We have other UK viewers, and we even have UK mods. I have two mods from the UK. Just want to let you all know that two mods: Machine Gun Max, who's from Scotland, and I have Vitali, who's from, well, Ireland is not part of the UK, but you know, the British Isles, the, you know, um, the hearth of the Celts, I guess. But we have mods from the UK here. We love folks from abroad. Building this thing. This is a movement. We can't quit because we have some little pushback from some of the stalwarts that want to gatekeep, and I won't say names. All I will say is some of them. If you say their name, I will say they are a gentleman and a scholar, and that's all I will say. And the next thing I will say is, night dad. He's about to become the day dad. Morning dad, because it's so hot. Morning is the best here. That would give it. If I did it in the morning, it would be on the UK. Like it would be 11 or 12, right? Or forward. If I did it in the morning, it would be like the afternoon, evening now. Took my finger hair right off. Yeah, I need to go back to the UK. Last time I was in the UK, 1999, July of 1999. I left. Here's a cool story. I left. I didn't fly out of. I flew out of Gatwick Airport, and on my way to Gatwick Airport, it was July 4th, 99. Now listen to this, and let this hit you. Let this marinate. July 4th, 1999. I am headed to the airport. Actually, I might have been in Scotland on the 4th. It was the 4th of July. Either way, I'm in England. Just picture my ginger ass in England, and I'm on the Victoria train that takes you over there, and I'm passing through Richmond in England, and I'm reading this newspaper article, and on the front page, I think it was the London Times, there was an article that said Nostradamus had predicted that terror would fall from the skies on July 4th, 1999, which I found strange. No one had any idea that the article was lost. Try to find that article now, like go through microfiche or whatever you have to do. Um, but the London Times article said that Nostradamus had predicted that day, July 4th of 1999, terror would fall from the skies. Now just let that marinate a little bit and do a little math with those numbers. 7, 4, 99, 11, 99 divided by 11. I mean, all those numbers create the exact sequence of numbers. I mean, I'm not even much of a conspiracy theorist. That article was in the paper when I left England, and I had no idea what to make of it. But when 9/11 happened, it all popped up in my head again. Terror, falling from the skies, the exact wording. Of course, he was French, so this is translated to English. Um, scoured. I scoured the earth for that article, trying to find that newspaper article after that date, because I was sure Nostradamus was not that far off. Something about the way he was playing with the numbers was giving him those numbers: 7, 4, 99. 7 plus 4 is 11. 99 divided by 11 is 9. 11. I mean, no one else. I'm not saying stuff that other people have said. This is something completely. I know other people have all these weird numeric. They've got like And some of it makes no sense to me. But if you pull apart those numbers, every divisor, every number plays into another number, and it ends up like that. I'm about to roll out anyways, guys. Appreciate it. Just thought that was interesting. I was in England and all that. Miss England. Climate there is fantastic. Um, maybe I need a dad's workshop in London so that I don't ever get hot. Maybe once every 5 years. I love you all. Appreciate you. You know, I have a lot of little stories to tell that some people don't want me to tell. They're like, shut up, Calvin. But it's hot here. It was a decent day. It was nice to meet you, Melon. Nice to meet you, Laxus. And yeah, definitely that. Definitely that. Laxus said global warming and whatnot. Definitely. We will be back tomorrow. And I will 43 Celsius. What's that? What's that in Fahrenheit? What's that in freedom units? What's 43 Celsius in freedom units? You know, I'm being sarcastic. You too, Malin. Nice to have you. Laxus, appreciate you. Everybody do something. Do the next right thing. Appreciate you. And we're out of here. Dad's workshop. Your rest and relaxation. Come out, hang out with us again. Do the next right thing. Hug somebody you love and all that. Take care.